Who needs any other races when you could just have Terran? That's the theme of StarCraft 2. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have one of our most creative Terrans, our most unique Terrans over the course of the last 13 years of this game. Gumiho was in great shape this year and has definitely looked like he's back as one of the 4 horsemen of Terran. Well, we have one of his fellow horsemen down here in the lower right-hand corner. He's looked strong for the last couple of years, and I'm hoping to see more from him as we move on. It is the Shopify Rebellion's ByuN. Interestingly enough, ByuN, he is on a team right now, but he is one of the most accomplished teamless players we've ever had. Very famously won his GSL season without a team in 2016, and then won the World Championships without a team back in those days as well. Gumiho is currently teamless and is currently in GSL. Maybe this is the year for Gumiho to do what ByuN did. Maybe he could win the GSL. I mean, honestly, with where GSL is right now, it feels like I don't really know who I expect to win. I don't know. I'm excited for it. This season of GSL should be very good. It's hitting right at the perfect time with all these new maps coming out. I'm stoked on it. ByuN starting us off with a little bit of a slight cheese. It's just a light cheese. The in-base 2 racks. He's going to have a lot of Reapers coming out. Gumiho going with a much more standard opening here. Factory before Command Center. But there are going to be a lot of Reapers coming his way very shortly. Going to need to be prepared for. ByuN is going to hit with the 2 Reapers. Now there are a couple of Reapers here for Gumiho. I really can't tell who's winning right now. But as I say that, ByuN moves 1 Reaper forward to the perfect spot. And he takes a good victory at the start. And that is crucial. With the 2 racks opener from ByuN, this is scary close to game ending. Except that we have the new Cyclone, which means no tech lab needed. Gumiho just straight into the Cyclone. And Big Daddy Cyclone's going to be a lot better against these Reapers than a Hellion would be in this situation. Still a lot of Reapers, though. They're still going to cause some damage, and Gumiho's still a little afraid to engage. The Cyclone is not as fast as it used to be. While it can be very good here, the Reapers can absolutely jump on it and take it down very quickly. And here we go. This is what I'm talking about. 2 Marines pop out, and another Cyclone, though, right down the ramp, punishing ByuN for diving that deep. And that's going to be enough for Gumiho to hold. He does lose a second SCV at this base, so it's delaying this base by a long time, which is very important for ByuN. His base is quite a bit behind, but I mean, that was almost 30 seconds, I would say, of in-game time of this base not being built. That's a big deal. That's a big deal in a mirror matchup. Gumiho, though, should be safe from anything now on coming his way. In fact, it looks like Gumiho wants to do some pushing of his own, but he's going to run up the ramp into a fellow Cyclone. Will be able to boost away and get that medevac out of there. Nice little thing of that Cyclone not having quite the speed it used to. It used to be as fast as all these guys. Look at, oh, wait up for me, guys. Listen, guys, I'm not as fast as I used to be. They're all like, come on, dude. You're slowing us down, bud. I'm trying, man. You guys are just going too fast for me now. I retarget faster. My lock-on works better against multiple units. Guys, wait for me. Listen, I'm important. You need to wait for me. Poor Cyclone. ByuN, though, he's getting very aggressive here, bringing his second Cyclone across, and he's going to drop 6 Marines into the main base. Gumiho not really ready for this. There is a tank on the high ground, though, so I feel like this low ground might have a bit of a tough time. But Gumiho not able to deal with both. Doesn't have the units here. Where are his units? I feel like he has more units around. Where are they? Ah, there they are. Okay, I couldn't quite see this on the minimap. Actually, funnily enough, my camera is blocking this portion of the minimap. But there they are. 8 Marines in a medevac. Gonna try to put some counter pressure on. Gumiho did take some damage there, but not a ton. Losing a few more workers. But he does push everything away. I don't know if this is going to be able to get too much done, though. ByuN, he's got a Raven here. He's got a few Marines here. And it's just an 8 Marine drop. There's no stim. There's no combat shields. These Marines are not the best. And it looks like even that depot is going to live. Oh, never mind. Gumiho targets it down and gets out of there again. ByuN still has this drop up here that could try to go back in. Gumiho doesn't have a ton of defense against it, but as I say that, the Cyclones move into position, and Gumiho is on the other side of the map, getting ready to actually push, and ByuN is going to find this out maybe the hard way. His units are very fast, but ooh, they die so quickly. ByuN, though, diving forward. He's going to shut down the medevac. That might have been a misclick, or he might have been trying to stop the reposition. He shows up with those Marines in that drop, but Gumiho has reinforcements as well, and Gumiho ends up winning that fight with his auto turrets and just having more stuff. SCV's coming off the line now, but the splash damage from the tanks doing so much, and 14 SCVs going down. ByuN trying to split and hold this. I think he might have enough to push this away, but I don't know. Gumiho still has a lot of Marines here. 22 SCVs dying, and I think Gumiho's done it, even if ByuN is able to hold on, which he is not. His economy is just destroyed, and Gumiho takes game number 1, a very aggressive game there from ByuN. But Gumiho able to hold the aggression well enough that his counterattack just slam-a-jam it right into ByuN's face. What a TvT. TvT, of course, is going to be the most changed, I think, with this patch. The Cyclones obviously doing a lot to change, as we see there, being utilized by Gumiho. But even more than that, the Raven change, we saw both players get the upgrade for Interference Matrix that game. But it could lend itself to Ravens being a little less seen in the early game of TvT, because it is a bit more investment to get that upgrade. But so far, honestly, that game looked very similar. Game 2 is going to be on Site Delta. You know, I haven't seen a lot of TvTs on this new patch. It's kind of cool. One of my favorite things about the new maps and the new patch is, like, it takes a while to get multiple games of each matchup on each map. When we have all these new maps, it takes kind of a long time, especially now with 9 maps. It's going to be a long time. That's even just for one of each matchup. What do we have? 6 matchups, right? If I'm not mistaken. 6 matchups overall on 9 maps. That's oh god, I'm doing math on stream. Why would I do math on stream? That's 54? Yeah. 54 different combinations we'd have to see. So 54 games just to see one game of each matchup on each map. Not even counting the multiples that you need to make you comfortable on it. Anyways, let's get into this game real quick, because we already have some spiciness. In the lower right-hand corner of Site Delta, it is Gumiho up 1-0. And, well, his opponent, in the upper left, ByuN, last game he was like, what if I put 2 Raxes in my main? And it didn't really work, you know? He was held. Did a little bit of damage, but ultimately not that great. He says, how about this, though? Think about this. Hold on, I got it. What if I put them closer to my opponent? That makes them better, right? And I mean, he's not wrong. Unfortunately for ByuN, Gumiho is building the second Rax in his base. And this should theoretically hard counter ByuN. He's doing the same thing, but Gumiho is defending. I feel like that makes it better for Gumiho. And he's going to scout across the map with an SCV too, which means Gumiho's going to see that the Raxes aren't there, and he's going to know to keep his Reapers back at home. Yeah, this feels so good for Gumiho. We'll see, though. ByuN has made his Reapers do incredible things when it feels like he should just be dead. He'll go win a fight with Reapers. Earlier, in that series against Solar, my God. His Reapers just... I don't know how he does it. I genuinely don't understand how he does it sometimes. He's going to try to push up into the natural. Gumiho's holding the top here with an SCV, and his second Reaper is going to pop at a beautiful time. He is going to catch one of ByuN's Reapers and push the other one away. ByuN's about to have a third Reaper pop, so Gumiho's going to have to be careful. But it looks like Gumiho might just push across the map with his Reapers, forcing ByuN to come home. And ByuN has recognized this possibility. He's thinking about it too. Gumiho's going into Marine production now. So Marines pop a lot quicker. Obviously, they don't have the speed of the Reapers, but this is a real problem right now for ByuN. His factory is not going to get to finish. He's going to have to immediately send his Reapers home. But how many SCVs are going to die in the meantime? What can Gumiho get done here on this side of the map? Already delaying that factory by quite a bit. Good repair. The repair here is really sick out of ByuN, buying at least some time. 5 SCVs going down, though, and Gumiho takes a massive lead. Meanwhile, back at home, he's got a Cyclone on the way. He's got a bunch of Marines out, which is, if they're in position on top of a ramp or on top of a jump-up spot, the Reapers cannot go there. But they can't reposition nearly as well, so it's kind of the pros and cons. The big thing is they build so much faster that Gumiho is going to have way more Marines than ByuN can have Reapers. Theoretically soon. But the Cyclone's the real, I think, nail in the coffin here for ByuN. He does have Hellions coming out, so he's going to be able to get those across the map very quickly. But I love that Gumiho's staying on top of the ramp. He does have a CC on the way, but focusing on that production first, knowing that ByuN's not going for a fast expansion on the other side of the map. Gumiho's in a fantastic spot. I mean, this is like textbook how to handle Proxy 2 Rex Reaper from Gumiho. And ByuN's having a tough time finding an edge here. He's still building Reapers and Hellions. And he's going to build a medevac. A medevac? That's insane. Gumiho's going to try to take his base now. I understand why he's doing this. But with our full view of the map, this isn't the best idea. You know what? He's going to spot... I don't know if he spotted that the barracks were still there. But he spots that there's still stuff up there. And he's got to know. There's still a position. Oh, the siege tank. Oh, my God. ByuN cannot hang out with this. There's just no way. This tank, it doesn't cover the back area. But there's so many Marines. Look at the Marines. And the Banshee, none of this shoots up. Oh, that's game. That is GG. Gumiho takes the 2-0 victory over ByuN. A very aggressive ByuN, but just not able to find a chink in the armor of Gumiho, who just absolutely holds both of those Reaper attacks from ByuN. Beautifully done, man. I'm so stoked at how good Gumiho looks right now.